Opponents will be Brave on the other side, taking that first real challenge against Redgar, but actually won out by SMB's Omen there. So a big battle to be won in the crossfire. That pinch coming towards A is going to be very tricky to get past, as Russell is going to find Chronicle, and things aren't looking so good for Gambit here.
No, and the spike not committed either way means they still have to recover that. You can see Nats has found space, but Shados now feeling a little lonely. As SMB swarmed through, he's going to find the first, but traded out quickly, and Nats now finds himself at a 1v4. 12 seconds left, just going to look for some kills here. With that spike not committed, like I said, unfortunate really, this round will slip through their fingers. The first comes through, the second as well, but Durko closes things out to really find this. This is interesting, yeah.
Yeah, death ball approach from SMB, and the payoff is magnificent. Finding Nats, creating that space, getting that weapon to cipher on through. Keep in mind, we have Spectres galore. The rifle is in Power's hand, so this could be important. Let's see if he gets anything done with this one. Shados has found him, so instantly that's quelled. But you talk about ult progress, there it is. Izzy pops the knives out, and we're already game on. And Redgar sat in spawn. Now, luckily for him, the spike ain't too far away, and he finds Russ trying to just build back through, but Izzy and Turco, this is going to be tricky. They line up! Redgar! He's great for one. The second would be Sublime, but he's not going to get it for free. Turco's going to make him work for it, but
Turco could be in trouble here.
But does Redgar even consider this? What? No, he doesn't! Completely unawares!
Oh my word.
He had no clue that Turco went. Redgar dips out. Doesn't see as much as he wants. Jett's now in, but we have to look towards where that Omen is. Already Poro's going to find Redgar, so that's the mid lurk. That little threat that was maybe building in the back line's gone. Russ is fine, 10 seconds. The spike is now under question. It's under scrutiny. Russ has done so well here. Turco shows his hand. SMB are so prepared. Everything lines up well, and the final player, be it Nats, as great as he may be. Now look how deep everyone else is sitting. They've just left that KJ ult to babysit towards B, and there's a push-up, and no one checks on it. Poro gets away with it. Poro gets away with a second. Gambit are being made to look silly here.
Well, actually, Poro only one away from the lockdown, potentially. Able to employ that. No, Russ is actually going to get slowed down by the turret. Sorry, Shados gets slowed down by the turret, and Russ going to convert with the Hunter's Fury. Defo now got to get something done with his Blade Storm, Lauren.
Okay, spike now going down. Time will be on their side. Sees the picks up. Nothing comes from it. And now this is where the problems start to begin. SMB start to retake the sites, and there it is. Clean perfection from SMB. They don't look like they've broken a sweat here. Two coming this side.
Oh my god.
But is he still able to isolate Shados? And that's a big indicator that this is something different here. Shados being here. There's the leaning coming in from Defo. He's going to be able to get past a couple here, but Brave leans into the danger.
Man.
He thrives in it. He takes down Redgar and Chronicle, and it's all gone to absolute...
Yeah. Looking like another quick piece, and Defo going to be the one to lead the charge, but Russ going to stop him at the first hurdle. Not even going to get inside. Nat falls as well. Shados as well. Russ on absolute fire right now. This is... this is brutal to watch, Lauren.
It is, and you thought the turret was going to be maybe in the hands of Killjoy, but apparently it is going to be Russ just standing there, mowing down anyone who would step through that doorway, that precipice on towards the other side, and here comes the flank from Redgar. Excuse me, towards Redgar from Brave, and there it is. Turco to shut it down.
Oh my
this
god.
Is now Brave going to get forced away from the smoke that he was trying to play towards that little vision he gets underneath, but he's going to re-aggress. Of course he does. Brave is living up to his name on every occasion, and Poro's aim is always good. Always so good. And, well, the last man standing is Nats.
Who else but Nats?
A 1v4. Yeah. Oy.
Cage triggered.
This is an absolute slaughter right now. They're still going to come in here. Izzy still posted up. Not even going to get spotted by Redgar's TP, and he finds a pick.
Yeah, Izzy just comfortable, and look at the spray. It's going to line up perfectly for Brave. That's 3. Make it a 4th. No, Shados denies. This is just a display of dominance from SMB, from individual to collective. Every single thing for them is just lining up perfectly, and well...
And the lockdown,
well,
of course. Anything else?
Cool. Just layer it on. Here comes the lockdown, and there's the double stack towards short, just to make sure he could not leave the site.
He's stacked up outside it. Izzy actually going to set up a crossfire with him as well. The paranoia comes through. Defo's out. The trade's actually going 2 for 2 right now. Russ will respond. It's crazy in short here. There's only one player left. Brave, 50 HP, tagged by the owl drone. Gambit might be getting the pistol round on the board. And Chronicle will close things out. Again, still a long way to go. But at least we're not ending here, Lauren.
Mine towards where Shados is playing. He is the one with the rifle. If he's in the right place, maybe the right time, he's probably going to start leaning now. They're going to see the utility come in. It's down to Defo on the side. He does have support there, but there comes the cross. Izzy's already in. Spectre's up close. It's a pretty even fight, and there it is. Damage starting to be done, but it's just absolutely decimated. SMB take the site, and now Gambit are in all kinds of trouble. We've got to see if Nats can bring up some of that brilliance, if shados can have some of that punch to the power that he brought just those couple of days ago, but now a 3v5.
Yeah, lots to do here. shados actually going to take some damage on the way in. There are a lot of these close angles here, but SMB stacked up, Lauren. It's going to be so tough for them to break through on this retake.
On time. That spike is sticking pretty quick, and now here we go. Redgar leans in. That's one. Needs a second, and there we go. It's actually working out. It's just Izzy.
Oh my
Izzy
God.
is enough.
Just when you think Gambit are going to get a little bit of breathing space, a little bit of relief.
Support through CT.
I was going to say, shados actually got to be careful because
Oh, the
Aura
flash.
coming through will
The
find
pinch.
two. The B site wide open now, other than Defo, who will find Turco.
Spike
And Spike
down,
noted,
B.
but a 3v3 nonetheless here.
30 seconds left.
Defo got to be careful
Yeah,
not
but
to
look
fall.
at the other two. Yeah, they've got to be so cautious about this. Bear in mind, the other two were a little bit further away now. Luckily, Chronicle has joined towards CT, but a quick play back in here. Defo wants in, and he gets in. Pora's going to be removed, but there's still two players back of sight, time in their favor, and a wandering Defo gets his head taken off. And adjust as well. Just going to relook. Brave needs that. It wasn't clean. Tries to fall away in the frenzy with the punish, and Redgar. A lovely round and a needed one for Gambit to just maybe find some reassurance here. Yeah, pretty even buy as well.
Oh
And they're
my
super
God.
close to this. SMB going to take the first as well. There's the follow. Look how absolutely ferocious they are on the aggress, but it's going to be shados to control and at least quell Izzy's attempt at getting control towards Heaven. But Nats is now on the case, going to fill that void. And there's still a couple of players lingering around. Bit of info found off the back, but then look towards Ramp. Turco, good work on the trade there. Still finding value.
Can't go down on B. Actually, it's going to be noted there. Redgar should be coming through on the rotate. Might just wait for the confirmation, but shados got to stay alive here. He's actually going to find a third. 50 HP. Turco now faced with a 1v2 scenario.
Not going to be a comfy one. Still one flash on shados too. shados could use it just to simply clear. Checks for that close corner. No one's there, so now kind of clearing by process of elimination. As Turco tries to find one on the play back in. Gonna look for shados first. Gets him. Heal comes in. He's got himself
No
a little
way,
bit better
Turco.
situated. Been seeing the barrel towards Heaven as well. Just on those rafters. It was shados, but still controls towards Pora. That's good work. Now there has been damage chipped away at, but it's not enough to write home about yet. Seekers go in. This is going to confirm that everyone is here, but that wall's going to keep them somewhat safe. Flash to follow, and now maybe the play back through. Nats can at least catch the cross here. The wall now gets eliminated. He's in a bit of trouble, but he's going to find the first trade for Russ. This is again a round that
No
truly
way.
Gambit needs to be clean, and now this is where the problems start to show and the cracks begin to be seen. As Turco and Izzy just got Chronicle to
It
find.
is
This is a disaster in the
clinical.
making, Hypoc.
Absolutely clinical from Supermassive Blaze on that round. Again, pretty much avoided here by Supermassive Blaze because they're all stacked up in Heaven, and shados
I know
actually strung through the smoke and punished for that. The wall goes up. Defo sealed out.
Yeah, but time, 15 seconds. There could still be a problem here with Redguard finding Russ and Nat still alive at the back of the site. This isn't going to be an easy round. And there's the catch on the cross. Turco gets caught in the end. And finally, Gambit stops the rot. It was a long time for them to get control of this, but sitting in hell, watching towards the push through from Heaven. Pora gets seen. And the utility follow-up as Redguard wants to close the gap. And he does so. That's a good bit of work coming in. That's a rifle now removed. Nats finds an isolated push out from Brave, leaving Turco and Russ really not finding much ground here on this approach towards A.
Redgar caught going for the upgrade there, and Russ the last man standing. You can do any more damage really, because I mean here you're looking for Gambit.
30 seconds
Show
left.
diligence, not give away too much here because their economy a lot more fragile. Right now you see, yeah, Gambit happy to sit back. 16 seconds left now. Not giving anything away to Russ. Other than that, just a little check just to see if he's
10
still there,
seconds
still
left.
present. Actually, I mean, looking back, was it 2 rounds ago? Everything in terms of the ultimates was available for Supermassive Blaze, and they've churned through everything. I think they still have a comfortable purchase in hand here with the buffer they had built up. Gambit bring it within 1 round. They're just about reaching, I guess, their full ultimate cycle now. This is it. Gambit looking to get a little aggy here in mid, at least to contest this presence early on. Nat's now on the ropes. Gonna shut Pora down. He'll slip out now with a 2-man advantage. See the adjustment here from Gambit. Happy to sit a little deeper. And this is on the back of really Viper's Pit giving them some comfort on B site. Redgar now on the back of the flash. Going to get the information, but very daring to go into astral form there. Shados luckily bails them out, and Redgar will close things out. Well, actually, neural theft going to be popped, but the information already gathered. Russ will deal with Redgar. Seeker's in response here. Actually, Shadows got to be careful inside spawn. Spike will just now cross. Have ourselves a 4v4 here. Do Gambit. I'm ahead of the curve here, ahead of the spike plant, Lauren. It's a good flash.
On the flash, it looks like Nats wanted to, yeah, and it's worked well. Really good push off the back of that flash. Sets a lot of players into motion, just turning the eyes away as Shados. It's not a fun scenario to be in. Spike's now down. 1 to the left, 1 to the right, and 2 on the back lines. Turco with the find, and SMB hit the brace for a second, but that just again, but they're not finding ways in. Defo still controlling it. That could have been maybe the breaking point, but no. Defo catching out Pora makes this very difficult. Nats, he's in a corner. He's only going to get one. The res comes out, and now the Pora comes through towards B, but keep your eyes on where Chronicle is playing. A tricky angle to clear. Going to get one spot a second on the cross. Going to fall away and wait for support. The correct call, but Shados just gets Ferrari peeked by Turco. Centaurus peak, just honestly SMB peak. Look at what they're doing to them.
He's going to have lots to deal with here. He's going to spot the first, the second as well. The third for Chronicle. Just 1 man left. Russ here. And Chronicle's going to look to swing through. He's going to... They passed? They crossed each other. Oh my god. Factor on either side here. And actually Pora going to walk through. Defo still lingering inside ropes.
Turco's in danger. Hearing at least 2 cross. Tags on 1. Does take Shados with him, but the trade comes out, and that flash is excellent. Russ is just setting this in motion. Another spotted Defo completely blind, but he fights out from it. Russ has gone down, and Chronicle's got his back. It's all on Brave's hands, and this is not looking likely, but maybe a quick kill could alleviate that stress. No, Defo's got him, and Gambit start as they mean to go on. First round in the second half. Russ has to have seen that. Just put the dog down. Finds Defo. He knows there's more as well. The quick flash in case anyone had made it closer, but no one's there. The wall's still towards heaven as well, so Izzy knows there's someone close, but unfortunate. I didn't find. That could have really caught Nats in a bad spot, but Izzy's aim is still going to be true to him, finding 2. The third's going to evade. Redgar's got it. Now a bit of an extended bonus, but keep in mind, this is still a 2v3. It's not out of the realm of possibility. The rifles seem also aware of where Chronicle and Redgar may be. Brave with a nasty position to clear if they kept going this way.
Yeah, again, the secondary objective really just to make this costly. And Redgar actually finding Brave will do just that. Russ there to clean things up, but 3 kills, so...
But I don't think they can even disengage really away from this hit. They have to keep committing to this.
They dropped the spike.
There's the flash. There's Izzy gone, and there's Turco and Russ. Redgar and Shados are down, but there's still many players here. Pora's found Nats. That's the lurk through on Heaven gone, leaving just Chronicle alive, and the stack in the right place at the right time. And SMB reading it very well, controlling that lurk, and Izzy.
How often do we see Gambit not commit the spike either way in rounds? So a little uncharacteristic.
Ooh, Shados. Big man fight towards middle, and the combination between him and Defo has been pretty deadly. Now this could be a no res. Actually, Turco not able to get that up yet. I thought he was there, but no, he's still 1 away. But Seeker's coming in, looking to see if the player peeks with it, but no, flash to follow as well. And now there goes Defo, and now suddenly the res is there. Turco can get his buddy back up. That's Izzy, but Pora's lost his life. Now where is that spike though? A million miles away from being relevant, but a 4v3.
Shadows got to be careful here. Russ actually responds.
Spike.
Yeah, I mean, there's none of this matters right now. Nats walks through just a really weird round. You look at that versus the previous round. Now it doesn't even get through the choke. So Gambit now have to slowly approach this. They flash themselves into ropes here. Turco actually ready and waiting. Defo will find at least the first. There's still 3 players to deal with on a site here, Lauren.
Yeah, and I don't know if they're going to realize this, because the gap can be
That
filled
camera's
towards
dirty.
fence. So that's another player kind of filling the void, and here we go. It's going to be towards the site, but Defo's found Russ. That's pretty important. Pora's got the trade out, but Pora's still on the back lines.
Oh my
He is
God.
doing such good work for SMB. Defo's going to try and thread the needle. He's denied! Pora! Huge impact this round. As now Izzy up against Redgar, and Izzy's just going in. This is a BDP if I've ever seen it. Look at this guy. Izzy has crossed that gap, and I don't know if Redgar is going to be fully aware of how close Izzy could be. Still has the bot to hand. but the-
Izzy.
Op is more than enough. Izzy is nuts at this game. Side, he had the hand off the keyboard for a second there, but it's going to be right back on, and now timing is everything. The gun barrel shows, and he's got support. Nats and Redgar doing well to control the aggressive play out towards B. Well, actually, Nat's going to find one on Russ as well. Somehow, it's worked out so perfectly for Nats in this.
And Pora
Player standing.
timing on that
Spike planted.
smoke dropping.
Forward. He'll try and make his presence noted, but he actually loses his life. Brave's done well there, so has Turco.
Oh
They've
my
actually
God.
been able to just isolate, divide into pieces, make it more manageable, if anything. Good flash. Russ needs to buy time, and he's doing
Nats.
just that. Oh, he's been taken down by Nats. How has he managed this poor, and he's to
No
find the timing?
way.
Now he can't. Gambit have just found the perfect timing to strike, just somehow evading Pora and Russ's potential. Turco now being denied this presence to be able to catch that cross, and they're down to 2. Brave and Izzy, the last standing. SMB, oh, Nats just keeps punching them down. There's now Brave left in a 1v5. Gambit picking things up off the floor, off the pieces that remain. Defo to shut it down, and what a game from him. Truly a difference maker with Shados, I feel, especially. And yes, the rotation's coming in, but by now, look at the timing on this. Brave is a mile away. Redgar, I don't think he's going to be able to see it. No, and Izzy is completely caught off guard. Brave now shows his
Defo.
hand, but it's not clean. Defo, great work there. Fantastic impact already into this
Actually,
round.
Chronicle coming across from showers here. Actually, that shotgun nearly doing a lot of damage to Pora, but he'll be able to slip through at least for the time being. Russ alongside him, and actually this spawn rotation might get cut off as well, Lauren. You see Turco very late to the party, and he does.
There it is. Yeah, Shados caught it. Great point there. And now it is just the 2. Russ and Pora. Whew, and not an easy place to play back in from. Still a flash for Shados too. So as soon as contact's made, he could always pop that out if they feel they need it. Look how much they've still got left in the tank after that freebie walk-up. But they did find Chronicle. But it's that final hurdle that will be that step too far. A little bit more damage, but it does not matter. Nats is there. And Gambit off to a great beginning. And that walk-up long.
Looking to get a little aggressive here. They will stack up and play for a trade here. So potential for a weapon upgrade. Shados got to be careful now, because there's more bodies than this.
Ooh. Yeah, that's not pretty. Defo's had to fall back to this. Oh, no way. Brave finds Defo. And look at the positionings coming back out. This is super weird. What a out of sorts round. Shados fell away. He's still got his flash if he needs it, but they're going to just wrap back around
Redgar.
as long. So the spike has just been grabbed by Nats. And you're right. Redgar has found room. He's going to confirm that A is clear. Come over this way. Ferry that spike on in. Get that plant down, and let's get this round maybe back on track, because this has gone so out
He
of
gets all the way
kilter.
to heaven, actually, and that's huge for Gambit. Okay, if he's able to
Spike planted.
at least contest one of these points of re-entry here. I'm worried, actually. Shados is way split. A million miles away from
He's going
this.
to come around now. Nats is in trouble. I want to see what Redgar does. When do you strike on this?
Beautiful.
Okay, that's it. Great timing. Really held his nerve. I was a bit worried he might leave it too late, and maybe Nats could have been pressured, but no.
enemy remaining.
The
Great
timing
stuff.
was really well handled. Shados comes back around in time, and that could have fallen apart. You could see the seams being pulled at a little bit here by SMB, and you could see it almost fraying on the edges, but no. It's costly, sure. It's a good round for SMB in that regard, but the round will be Gambit's unless something
Enemy remaining.
unthinkable happens now.
We get a consolation nonetheless, but
No spiraling for either side. And Izzy's got to be careful now. Glass cannon at this point, and Power's got his back already. Good pick up there towards Defo. And this is the shutdown that they needed. Isolated fights, untradeable kills with the power that Pora is bringing on these 2 that he's picked up. And the site's well under control. These last 2 players, Redgar and Chronicle, fantastic, sure, but have no step towards the site. Spike is out of hand for now. Not a huge problem, unless they find quick success and they can't capitalize and springboard off the back of it.
yeah, actually, yeah, Brave will
Player standing.
be there to greet the unsuspecting Redgar and Chronicle now. Something on the way forward for Gambit. That's a slip up.
That's huge. What?
Pora's 11
Redgar.
HP.
This is really, really scary times now. Now, Russ has done very well, very controlled, but not controlled enough for Chronicle. Gonna play out well from Showers now. The site is looking very much in control. Spike yet to go down and the TP taken. That's gonna be a runaway. Nats is just getting the hell out of there as much as he can. Red guy looking to lurk, but he can't catch anyone on the way out. So his position now feeling a little out of sorts, and Nats is on an island to an extent. He has to still find value for this. They are
That's
in a
huge.
3v3, and there's that big value. There it is. Ult comes on, and suddenly the site is looking far more controlled.
That's only 28 HP though, so he's got to be careful. A stray bullet could drop him. So now he has some reinforcements here, but is he clearing through sight? Can Gambit hold on here in this post plant? They found him.
Clutching at straws. Poor has already made the first huge kill coming in towards Nats. Now the ult's going to go down. Red guy on the flank can't make it work. It's on towards Defo. The 1v1 gets Izzy. Nothing was being presented, everything calculated, and this is the first try towards Showers. Defo known for his presence here on the defensive side, but no slouch here either. Is he going to feel the brunt of this? And Shado's going to pick up where he leaves off, going to try and maybe work a little further forward. Poor is going to have to fill that gap here. And timing's going to be a key factor. Shados has got it as soon as Pora tried to walk through. These are two huge impact frags coming through as Nats is going to try and take that space towards sight. Russ will spot a little of Defo, but there's a player closer. It being Nats, it is now secured. Sight is theirs.
Dude, we'll get a comfortable plant as well.
Spike planted.
Turco and Brave left to try and recover something here, but in a 2v5, a solid post-plant hold from Gambit. Well, not that they're even giving it away. Defo actually allows Brave to regress, but Shados responds. Turco with a response, actually. Still potential to do some damage here to Gambit and their economy. The Ultra in the late round usage there of a huge piece of utility, actually. And Nats will come through and punish that on the other side. But no push through just yet. And Turco in a tough spot to dig out. He's good for one, but Nats traded.
Spike down A.
I really thought there could have been a follow-up to that as well. Nats, still, look at this guy go. As soon as you put him towards the front, he is happy to lead the charge. Happy to be the first man forward. And now Russ and Brave. Where's Brave in this? Oh, they're both CT. Spike going down. I don't think they can deny this. Site control has been pretty much completely gained. You can see Brave having to clear through that CT hold just in case someone had made it that far forward. Every angle could contain a potential threat, and there's two around this corner. Nats to one side, Chronicle to the other. Chronicle gonna find that.
Okay. Be the first in here at least. The flashes come through. Look at that brute force. Turco gets shut down. Brave will respond, but the bodies stack up.
Good
And
trades.
actually going 2 for 2 initially.
Spike down B.
Yeah, Russ is still... Ooh, he's playing a very dangerous game here. One on long, one close, one towards Hookah. He knows where the other two are, but he can't stay alive to do anything about it. But Pora gets the call. He now knows what's in front, but now he can't even see it. Nats is still alive. The man is an absolute legend at this point. Redgar by his side. What does
This is
Pora
tough.
do? Touted as one of the best. This guy. But I don't know what you could achieve from this.
Connecting on that second. But Nats just play. I mean, he can't jump out this window. He's going to have full vision
Sorry?
here.
Oh,
Yeah.
here we go. Gotta do it. Gotta bite the bullet, and down he goes. Nats again. I can't. Ult comes down. Barrel shows he gets it. But Chronicle finds Russ. Unbelievable. And he's actually followed up towards Turco.
Massive.
This is unbelievable stuff. Gambit just don't seem like they can lose in some of these scenarios, even though SMB are trying to counter this.
Again, though, it's all a ruse. Gambit stacked up. 2 short, 1 Showers, and Chronicle will rejoin them. I think a little bit of a misread here. I think they're maybe considering they've baited out this rotation once again, but Supermassive Blaze cannot pull the wall over their eyes. Brave, actually.
You are divided.
The Showers as well. Does he turn his back here?
That's the question. Defo now gives away the game. Pora's going to note that instantly. There's the lockdown. Spike now in trouble. Brave found Nats. Red got the
big.
timing. It has to be perfect. It has to be everything he dreams of. He can at least deny the ult, but Pora stays alive. Great play, and now a 1v2 Chronicle. A classic
Look at Izzy.
and an op, but he's got
Look at
the
Izzy.
spike. And you're right. But he does have a judge, and now he's got himself back, tucked to the back of sight, lurking
10
around. Look at this
seconds left.
absolute beast in the depths, waiting, and Chronicle has nothing to do but die, and there it is, SMB, finally. Also on this side, Brave is going to be put to task. It's Defo this time. But it's Pora still finding damage from Shower, still catching players on the cross. Brave tries to swing out and it gets shut down. Shados with huge value here. Huge kills. As now the spike could be potentially planted. Bear in mind, it is still in the hands of Shados himself, so would have to fall away from the U-Haul control. And they just pause for a second. Chronicle tried to capitalize towards CT, but it's Russ who's going to find that frag. And now you see that consideration, that lean back. Exactly. Izzy this time better equipped as well. Up to hand, TP heard. It's all his, waiting patiently. No, Redgar rips off his face. He's just diving in towards the site. He's seen another. Here's the flash. He knows they're both CT. This could be Redgar's. Another, a shot. It's all he needs. He's got it, Redgar!
Insane recovery there. Take a little peek outside, see what's there. Just gonna get swept actually. Russ and Brave find kills on the way in. Go will respond for one, but falls.
Redgar.
Spike down B.
Yeah, only so much can be achieved through that. You're down to Defo and Chronicle on the other side trying to play back through. This is a site controlled by SMB. A deep push towards CT. Catches off Chronicle and his story is stopped pretty short. Defo dives on in, but a whole lot of players looking his way. It's not going to go so well as Turco's going to find him, and SMB do exactly as required of them. Could. We've seen the value of this, but timing's everything. Does he Wait, does he thread the needle? Oh, what a weird reveal. He's still got Izzy, but Brave was behind him, and the timing on this was just so baffling.
Gambit give themselves a man advantage in this round.
You take those, I guess, with that weaponry.
Indeed, but two Spectres of Vandal still an option for Russ to do more damage here, but he's going to get shut down by Shados of all people. A little bit of a solo peek here. Pora and Brave a little bit split, a little bit disconnected. He'll be able to retrieve that weapon. Still, a straight 2v2 here. Oh no.
Oh. The Spectre's not kind sometimes. It truly isn't. Pora, such a good aimer, but not going to get a chance for a Shados with a good catch there in the end. Well, yeah, that's a huge pick towards CT, but they don't expect Shados. Has to take the TP, but there's still Nats, and Nats refuses to let this one go. This is, you know what, you thought A was his site? No, he's actually moved. He's upgraded. Bigger place, nicer, nicer views. Why not? Goes for that B site, and he's still here, and they're still scared of him. They can't break through. They can't do anything about this. This round looks like it's all but wrapped up. That first pick that came towards Redgar, it looked like the floodgates had opened, but there will always be Nats. He doesn't like to share. He doesn't want to share. The babyface killer waits patiently for Brave on the other side. Anyone who dares to walk through, you got maybe the jiggle peek from the site. Barrel shows it's Nats again. That's going to be just Nats dominating this round. Finally taken down by Turco, but the impact has been done.
Look, it looked like he was considering the Reds, and now definitely.
Yo,
Defo and
that's not bad.
Shados. Turco and Russ on the other side, and Seeker's invested here.
Seeker's
got to recover that spike though. 30 seconds left. This rotation's got to come through. Shados split, disconnected from Defo right now. Defo able to slip away.
30 seconds left.
Play his life here. Give them a fighting chance on this retake. No utility on the side of Turco. 2 flashes for Russ.
And Russ could be integral. He doesn't get the chance to use it. Defo swings before.
way.
And now Russ is in danger. Shados and Defo, the pacing, they just switched it up on them. Pora who's waiting on the other side. Turco playing up on long. The spam comes in. Redgar's got one. That's Pora gone. Now all eyes turn towards long.
I see we're actually looking to re-engage on the back of that. And Nats will shut him down. Man advantage now for Gambit. Another there. Defo finds one. Turco responds. Actually with 2 of his own. Makes this doable here for Supermassive Blades again.
Where's Nats off to? He could have stuck around towards Hookah. He's decided to go towards long. He's going all the way towards
They're literally
A.
flipping back here to...
Is he baiting the TP sound?
Oh my god.
Is he
Oh my
baiting the
God.
boat? If they've just galaxy brained baiting the TP sound to allow Shados to get a bit of a surprise
Oh
through
my
from
God.
CT, that is actually nuts. That could be it. I'm gonna just carry on like it wasn't, but you know what? You think about that one, because now we've got Izzy in a 1v2. Full HP but blinded. Second flash to follow and they're closing in. And
You
there
gotta
it
be
is.
kidding me.
Shados to close, 13 to 5.
Defenders win.
What an incredible round from Gambit, and what an incredible map from Gambit.
back away and respect this. Both of his teammates have pushed all the way through to A lobby, Lauren.
They're chasing so deep on this as well. They've given away that B site, and actually it's worked perfectly. Catching Shados in the back is more than you could have dreamed of. Now they get free run of things. Now, I guess the only downside is they may lose a little track of Gambit in this. As, hope we can get those pictures switched around for you. But other than that, it's just the old switcheroo. I can see why people are confused. You've got the attacking side basically like they're on defense right now, but the spike is going down on B. So now Nats is the closest player to this. Going to peek his head through, going to find one, looks for the follow-up. A quick reaction coming in, but he does have Defo by his side. But that Omen, it's Brave, suddenly making his big debut, and no one's even looking at him. Wait, what has just gone on? Gambit just quickly got 2 kills. Brave's made a meal of it, and how has this turned around? Russ is now in a 1v3, and I do not know what has just happened. This is completely flipped on its head, and Russ is called upon. That's going to get to halfway. I don't think he can stop it going that far. Nats, what a play again. Chunk of damage as well, down to 30 here. Molly in the smoke to try and keep control. Calls Nats over, and he's playing so close to this. Brave has found Redgar, so this could open up A potentially. We'll see if they lean into this quickly, and it looks like they might be.
Yeah, look at this straight away, though. Nats is so quick.
Nats is so quickly on the flank,
so
though.
quick.
Dude, he's reading this. He's just got the cheat code, right? He has literally been given that little booklet you used to be able to get for your games back in the day. Shados with a freebie towards Izzy, and now sees some more. Chronicle, he's still alive, he's still kicking, he's still got pressure from long, but he's holding his nerve, and look at Nats' position. They have to re-account for this, and Nats, the flank is so good. Gambit have got them wrapped up right now.
But again, it just keeps them guessing. Brave actually going to open up here. That's the first operator purchase actually on the side of Redgar.
Nats is walking long. He feels like nothing can stop him right now. He's going to be able to get in between them, but he does get a fight. This time, Turco's caught him. The timing has finally been caught off. He's finally got a grip on it. The net has been cast. They've managed to catch 2. Big entry work from SMB, and this is exactly what the doctor ordered, but they won't get an easy step towards a site, at least. That's going to be Chronicle to deny that, but they have options elsewhere. You can already see that lean towards C.
This is going to get up here. The fact that none of these Seekers went towards A. No other presence shown. Yep. See already. Going to hit this rotation. SMB have managed to get through, actually. No damage going to be done on the way through, and the wall actually going to take a little bit of chip damage from the Seekers, but still hold off connector for the time being.
Yeah, between Izzy and Turco, good crossfire here. There's the first. Turco's going to claim that, but there was always Izzy next line if needed. But Shados has found him, but it's effective trades with favorable numbers for SMB, and there it is. Finally, they get their round back.
Oh, he's going to try and nade it. The nade could be perfectly timed. No way. Oh my god, Defo.
Impeccable work. And Shados is still here. This is very nice, but still there's still life in SMB yet. This isn't over, but Nats is getting curious, and I wonder if he's going to once again find that perfect timing as the clock hand will tick a little further, but he's just going to push himself up towards Garage. Now, the spike is leaning towards C. We do have the camera there as well. This is the kind of show of strength towards B, but it's not pulling too much attention. Bear in mind, we also have the push-up from Chronicle over towards A. So now the C-piece comes in. They are here at the right time. Nats is going to get himself actually in a really curious position. Redguard's moved up. It's Nats to find Brave. That's a scary kill, and Nats is going to close the gap, or he's going to try to. This is incredible work for the man, just isolating players everywhere, making it so easy for the rest of them between Redgar and Nats. What a way to control the round. Actually, Nats here and Shados. Nats going through spawn side. Shados working through Garage. He's only going to find one here. Izzy gets a great trade on it, so it's a number advantage working in favor of SMB, and they could do with a bit of that. Chronicle going to slowly creep forward. He finds Brave. He looks for the follow-up, sprays him wildly, can't connect it through the wall. Nats still trying to be a presence here, still trying to find something. Spots out one, gets down one. Defo got Izzy. Wait, they know where he is. There's no more burst to play with. Nats again has done it.
Nats was noted. Chronicle with it all to do. He actually hears. No way.
Strike down, C.
Huh? Ult. Gets the gun out in time as well. Redgar catches Izzy trying to make his way out of the danger, and Chronicle actually gets away with his life. I do not understand Pora, though. Read it well. That's Nats now gone. Can they get back in time? Can they get to A in time? TP comes in. They're going to get towards heaven at the... Oh, excuse me, hell for Brave at the very least. They have KJ there as well, so they've been kind of building up to this 25 seconds. There's the KJ ult. This is a good time buyer. Shados might try and find a way through if he can isolate that spike coming up long. He's living in between borrowed time, but no, Turco considers it really well maintained. The thought process alone is perfect. And now the spike plant, SMB have somehow turned this back in their potential favor.
Again, one smoke, the molly. I think a dash and one smoke on the side of Redgar as well. So expect them to still go for this.
Here.
They'll try and smoke off and get onto site here, and we'll actually drop through. Turret going to spy out one. Chronicle finds two, though. Turco will respond. One more left. Chronicle with four, Lauren. How? Insane from Gambit. And look at this now. Defo looking to get aggressive towards long. Actually noted by Turco. Nicely timed there. And Izzy will find a second, so... Gambit, a little overzealous at least in the early round here. If it can be recovered, because Nats is going to find one. Russ is noted. Will respond actually. With 2v4 presented, Redgar and Nats. Bit left to do.
One enemy remaining.
Oh dear, yeah. That's been spotted. Izzy saw that from the back of the site for a good couple of seconds.
See here, I think Bazzi, 3 bodies already for Gambit coming across to defend here. Redgar opens up, Chronicle finds the second. Throwing a few more shots inside the smoke here, and SMB left to try and recover this. This is an absolute dismantling.
Now already Gambit going to be going, looks like an all-in piece towards A. No real sitting back on this, but a couple of players present, one being Izzy. Good start for SMB. Finding Nats is a great beginning. And there's the reply though, and Russ is looking a little lonely. Defo just shoves him in his grave, and now somehow it's a 3v2. How do they keep doing this?
Bear in mind,
Turko and Pora, man, you can't be happy about it now.
the dynamic duo themselves will try and wall their way on. Try and isolate this player on hell, actually. No, wait, Turko still takes a headshot on the way in, but the heal comes through. Pora finds one, Shados responds. It's just Pora left now, Shados. 3 on the pistol round for him. Good, the plant down as well. Defo actually going through. Okay. Pora will shut down that nonsense, but what is that from Redgar? He gets 2 in response.
That's nonsense. Absolute nonsense. Redgar should not be able to get away with that. The timing cannot have been better. A reload here and there, and surprise on the other side. Chronicle finds Izzy. And tragedy is about to hit. This is going to be 12. I do not see a way for Russ to do anything. The rifle in his hands.
They have to heal, yes, but...
And here it is. The last go of things for SMB and the final hurdle for Gambit. Brave on the other side having to deal with the amount of pressure. And of course, it's Nats to get things started. Redgar as well towards Brave. We're down to 3 to try and deny it. Gambit on the verge of walking away in that first position, that first spot. Nats again, just coming alive, enjoying himself, just running rampage through SMB as Russ is your last man alive. As Gambit now moments away, and there it is. Gambit are the EMEA Stage 3 champions, and my God, do they deserve it.
And look at them. I mean...